it's Alex, and I'm out here today with Pun, the Triumph Herald that we bought the other day. I haven't driven it yet, so I'm going to have a go today and hopefully take it to Cheltenham to see our friend Brian in the Allegro Club, because he needs his suspension pumping up. So I've got the Allegro Club pump, and I'm going to go and pump his suspension up on his Allegro. Of course, we don't have to do that on a Herald, no pumping required. It's very rough and ready. Raimi actually bought this sort of for me. Yes, he does love me. Yes. His plan is to, well, he bought this and he wants to use this daily whilst he then sells the Rover 75 to then buy himself a little MGB or a Mini or something to go about in, and then he'll pass this on to me so I can use this as a daily. And that doesn't mean Jesse's retiring as a daily hack. There's another reason behind this, but I'm not going to share with you today. I thought we'd just have a little look around and well, see what work is needed. I mean, I'm not planning on doing a full restoration on this. The bodywork can stay tatty for now. Just want to have it in good running order, really. The exhaust looks okay, it's still there. The tyres are only about 4 years old, or less than 4 years old, so that's good. It's got a nice shiny new carburettor under the bonnet, which I'll show you in a minute. The other day, well, when we bought the car, we took some new wiper rubbers, so we put new wiper rubbers on, new battery. I've changed the mirrors to these. These are off of my P4 and these are off my P6. Obviously spares, because I haven't robbed my Rovers. The bonnet trim is in the boot. It just needs some fasteners to attach it. AA badge there ready. Original number plates by the looks of it, very battered, but I think it kind of gives it character. That bit of trim that goes around the headlamp, that's in the car somewhere as well. Again, probably just needs a clip to hold it on. I think it needs a new headlight as well, because I think Raimi came home with only main beam working. Oh, it's got an embellisher missing on the other side, you might have noticed. This dent here is annoying. It's been scraped down something, but that's fine. Rubbers are severely perished on the back window. And as you can see, lovely gap here where the door rubber has parted way. There you go. Needs some new door rubbers in there. We can just glue that one on there for now. Yeah, it's quite an original little car. The front seat obviously is a different colour, but we have got the original one in the shed, and we couldn't work out quite what was wrong with it. I think it's the padding here or something's gone, I'm not sure. It's got a little rip in it, but yes, I think I shall put that back in, I think. Seat belts are a bit dry, a bit old, but they work. They're static, so no inertia reel to worry about. Unfortunately, it leaks a lot, probably because of the door rubbers, to be honest. So we've had to take the carpet, or part of the carpet, out because it was just swimming in there. A few spare parts in the glove box. Dashboard's nice, it's not cracked or anything, which is unusual. That looks quite melted and disgusting. Weird. It's the first time I've really looked at it in daylight, to be honest. First on the shopping list is something to sort that out, because that is just ridiculous. It's like stirring porridge. I think there's meant to be a plastic acorn on the end of the selector rod or something, and it's not there. Handbrake works, which is good, because of our driveway being sloped. I mean, to be honest, most things work, which is quite nice. Just needs a good sort of tidy up and well, you know, it's going to be out in the weather, used daily. Let's open these. Ta-da! Very handy. Very handy being an estate. I wasn't bothered with Herald's, but because it's an estate, it's quite handy. Spare wheel looks in good nick under there. You can see it. I can't lift it up because I put the blooming pump in there. Yeah, you know, it's ropey in places. It was owned by one family originally in North Wales, and the chap we got it from only had it about a year. Oh yeah, it's missing that little cap as well. Wonder if that's in the car. Yeah, he only had it a year, but he didn't get around to do much to it, so he's passed it on, so someone like us can get on and do some jobs to it that need doing. Ramey's just in there putting me on the insurance because he forgot. How can you forget to put me on the insurance? It's alright. Solid. Oh. Look at that. Oof. Oh dear. A bit awkward to do that with one hand. Right. Here is the engine. And the engine's really good. There's no sign of any smoke. Engine mount looks extremely ropey. Radiator looks good, looks quite new. Still on points and condenser. Manual fuel pump. It don't look bad. I don't like the way the fuel pipe sort of runs down through the chassis like that. I don't know if it's meant to be like that. And all the brakes look kind of greasy there, but that's kind of good because there's probably more chance of it coming apart if it's got grease on it. You can see the carburetor's nice and shiny. It's like a brand new one. Boy oh boy was it running rich when we got it. I had to turn it so much yesterday. I spent yesterday sort of tuning it. This coolant pipe looks horrific. Excuse my finger. This fuel line here, this little bit of fuel pipe, that was horrific. Ramey changed that. Thermostat, temperature sensor, that doesn't work. The gauge does and everything because I shorted it out and the gauge went up, but that switch in there is not working, so we've got to order one of those. Yeah, brake fluid and clutch fluid was low when we got it, which is a bit worrying, but we topped them up and they don't seem to have dropped down. Clutch fluid looks nasty, but it doesn't help, it's got a nasty lid on it, but well, something for another day. Now I said to Ramey, has it got a servo? First of all he said no, and then he said yes, but I'm going to confirm, I think that is a no. There is no brake servo, so this is going to feel horrible to drive. Nice, or horrible to stop, shall I say. No washer bottle, so I've just got to spit on the windscreen for now. It reminds me of about 10 years ago. I had a Bond Equip, a Mark II convertible. It was a fun car. It was a straight 6 2 litre, whereas this is a 1300 4-cylinder, very very similar to the Allegro that I got, but less bouncy. Oh, I noticed that Ramey's left the driver's carpet in. Does that mean the driver's carpet's dry? No, I would say that that is wet as well. Oh dear. Here we are. I bet I'm going to hate it. But if I do, it doesn't matter. You know, Ramey's going to use it. Sorry, I'm shaking the gear lever here. So I don't know if it's in gear or not. Right. The choke knob looks a bit beaten up, doesn't it? I don't think it's meant to be just a knob, is it? I would have thought it's meant to be like that. Somebody's been a bit violent with it. Right, choke out. I'm going to put the clutch down because I don't want to risk starting it in gear. Oh, fan works. On the button, look at that. It sounds like the, let's see if it's in gear. Nope, that's good. Look at the bonnet shaking. It sounds like the water pump bearing is rather dry. So I think water pump's going to be on the cards. But that shouldn't be a hard job on this. And I think the choke idle screw needs to go up. Because it's choking on its own fuel. God, you can smell it. Oh dear me, yeah. I don't think it really needed that choke. Look at the cracks on the steering wheel. It's got a big steering wheel, isn't it? Look, it's like not a lot of room. It's like my Land Rover steering wheel. Well, it's running. Presume that's genuine mileage. Got no idea.
70% your stomach away. So I can eat what I want, but I can't eat a lot. Just
Mainly
went
got
up
the
quicker.
radio
And I told my wife, and she got in touch with Ard.
Quality, medium wave and long wave. Yeah, we don't want to hear about his gastric sleeve. Thanks, Raimi.
Something to listen to while driving.
Oh God, I'm listening to the water pump fail. At least it doesn't smoke.
Last thing we need is smoke.
When Raimi buys a car and I try to drive it, the car doesn't like it. Yeah, the car doesn't like it. So the carburettor has decided to piddle out fuel everywhere. It looks like the float's stuck, and I'm due to be somewhere at Brian's, so I haven't got time to be messing about with that. I'm just going to take Jessie, my Rover P4, because she doesn't do things like that. There we are. Jessie doesn't do things like that. Spewing fuel everywhere. There it is, looking sad on the driveway. More work for me. Good job I sat up and read about Strongberg carburettors last night, wasn't it?
Hey, at least it wasn't leaking all the way back from Wales.
Oh, well, don't know, it might have been.
Well, it was still dry.
Anyway, world's shortest video on a Triumph Herald Estate. There we go. Thanks for watching. Bye. Say goodbye.
Bye.